So what are your guys' stances on if there's a chance that the mother may die in when she's giving birth?
Yeah.
Like,
so let me explain that. So what you're referring to most often, the situation is called an ectopic pregnancy. I actually knew a woman in Kenya. She went to a doctor. She was having stomach pains, and they sent her home, gave her some medication. She ended up dying. They didn't realize that she had an ectopic pregnancy. That's where the baby doesn't move completely through the fallopian tube into the womb, and 99.9 times out of 100, the baby dies there. And so again, it's not an abortion to remove a dead child from the womb. A miscarriage is not an abortion. A stillbirth is not an abortion. A baby who dies in the womb and is removed, that's not an abortion. So C. Everett Koop, you may not remember him. He was the Surgeon General, I believe under Ronald Reagan, either Ronald Reagan or Bush 1. And he was a gynecological surgeon, a pediatric surgeon. He delivered hundreds and hundreds of babies, okay? And never once in 30 years of practice did he ever have to kill a child for the life of the mother. So many years ago, I was in law enforcement, okay? And I had some situations where I had to respond to vehicle accidents where people were trapped in cars, okay? One situation, the car was burning, all right? So what I'm about to present to you...
Wrong.
Come over here and tell me why. Don't do a drive-by. All right, so I get a call of a traffic accident. 2 people trapped in the car's on fire. So I arrive at the scene, both people are alive. I determine in my mind that I can only save one. And so I cut the seatbelt on the one, and I start to pull them out, but as I'm pulling them out, I decide to shoot the other in the head. Am I justified in killing that person? No. What should I do? I should do everything I can to try to save both lives. And in doing so, I might save one and not the other. I might save both, or I might lose both. But my intent was never to harm either one of them. That's the difference between an abortion, where a woman is walking into a place to hire a man to slice her baby to pieces and suck the baby out with a vacuum cleaner because she doesn't want the baby.
Yeah, that's.
Do you see the difference, right? So so with an ectopic pregnancy, a doctor may very well have to go in and remove the child from the fallopian tube, because the mother could die otherwise, maybe. But he's not going there with the intent to kill the child. An abortion is always the intentional murder of a child.
Oh, yeah.